Welcome back to the United States Mini Disc Golf Championship. I'm your host, Matt Dollar, and we'll be on hole number 10 today for the round 3 back 9 video. We got Nick Shonsky leading us off at 24 under par. He is currently tied for 3rd place. Kevin McCoy is going to find a little trouble off the tee here. I saw that tree catch a few different thumbers throughout the weekend, so one reason I elected to go backhand off this tee. So I'm sitting at 27 under par right now, and I'm leading the way with Kevin McCoy 1 stroke behind me. And Snappy Cole will be our 4th member of this lead card. Tries to go with that upside down thumber we've seen him throw a few times. It catches a branch on the other side of the creek. He's going to be out of bounds.
Shot.
So Snappy is elected to just play it from where it lies with a 1-stroke penalty. He won't be able to convert on the putt, so he'll have to settle for a bogey. Nick's going to make a birdie after that beautiful tee shot he had. Because of the editing, it may have looked like I rushed that one, but I took some time on it. Just could not get a comfortable stance from the corner of the bushes. So we'll move on to hole number 11. Nick was our only birdie there on hole number 10. He's going to go backhand with that mini driver once again. And he's throwing a nice shot. He's going to come up a little bit short, though. It looks like it's parked on the video, but I believe he's still going to be over 20 feet short.
Good shot.
Meanwhile, Kevin has thrown a beautiful shot, and he will be parked. I'm going to take that same approach, the same line as Kevin, but come up quite a bit short here. This is a very tough par 3 to reach. And Snappy's going to go with the thumber. Getting the birdie on this hole is such a bonus. And Kevin, after that amazing drive, is going to grab this birdie, and it's going to bring him back into a tie for the lead. So Nick and Snappy both have to try and push a little here, at least make sure that they keep scoring to the good side of things, because they've got a few guys lurking in the shadows trying to make this final 9, which is only for the top 4 players at the conclusion of this round.
Oh, yeah.
So Kevin takes the tee pad, and he's going to go ahead and park this hole.
Oh!
Nick Shonsky's going to give it quite a good ace run. He's going to come up just a little bit short.
Nice.
Everyone seems to be dialed in here on hole number 12. I think that just comes with playing multiple rounds, especially on the shorter holes. Once you've played them a few times, you really start to get them dialed in. One of the things I'm going to do with the course for the United States Mini Disc Golf Championship next year is make it a lot more difficult. I wanted to make it viewer friendly and player friendly this first year, but I think the scores came out a little too low, so we're definitely going to toughen things up for the future. So star frame there on hole 12, and we'll move to the short island hole, hole 13. And this hole is so short that a lot of the guys are just throwing what looks like a long putt, but it does continue to bite people, as we see Nick come up just a bit short there, and he'll be out of bounds. You just play it from wherever it lies with 1-stroke penalty on this hole. Now, as short as this hole is, we have seen someone miss it on the featured card every single round. So we got 3 guys inbounds this time, and Nick is going to miss it just a little short. Oh no, and his putt has skipped off the top of the basket, and he will be out of bounds again. Then he's going to get nubbed on the way in, catch a bounce out there. Nick is going to take a 6 here, and that is definitely going to put a big wedgie in the middle of his round. Everyone else tops out for the birdie. And that's going to shake up the scoreboard just a little bit. We're going to move to hole 14. We got Kevin McCoy and myself, Matt Dollar, tied at 29 under par. Snappy birdied to go to 25 under. He's not had the best round going, but he's trying to bounce back here with 2 birdies in a row. And then Nick is going to drop down to 23 under par. So Nick and Snappy just did the switcheroo. Nick was 1 ahead of Snappy, now Snappy's 1 ahead of Nick. Actually, Snappy's 2 ahead of Nick now, that's right.
Just like a lefty hitting a golf.
So Nick has pulled his shot here just a little bit. This is going to be a tough putt.
Nice putt. Bang-a-rang.
And that is a great bounce back. We'll catch a replay on Nick's putt here. He's slightly obstructed and putting uphill when everyone else is parked, and he just took a big number. That is a beautiful putt and a way to bounce back for Nick. Alright, we're going to move to hole number 15. Once again, one of my favorite holes. Sponsored by Donnie Brooks. And Kevin McCoy is going to dial up the thumber. And that is an absolute gem. Let's catch a replay on that. This thing actually hits the pole once it's rolling down at the bottom of this hill. Beautiful drive from Kevin. I'm going to try to go backhand, and that is a flailing looking delivery there. Definitely the worst shot I had on this hole the entire tournament. Snappy's going to go with that tomahawk again. Worked a little better than the last round. See us laughing back there. I'm not sure if that's about my terrible shot or about me calling him out on throwing tomahawks.
Yeah.
So I was stuck a little bit on the side of the hill and a little bit obstructed, but I'm able to get down there, catch a fortunate roll, and I'll have a tap in for par. The only birdie here is going to be Kevin with that beautiful tee shot, and Kevin is going to move into sole possession of the lead. Oh, Snappy. Snappy's just trying to have a little fun here. You know, in mini golf you can putt out by putting it on top of the basket as well as inside of the basket, and so he was just trying to put it on top of the basket, but the baskets are wet and he had a little bit of momentum there and slipped off and cost him a stroke. So Kevin McCoy is our leader at 31 under par, and this is the shortest of the par 5s, hole number 16. Now, as long as you can keep this shot in bounds and out of the woods on the right, you are going to have a good shot at getting a birdie. And if you cover some distance on your tee shot, you've got a good chance at getting an eagle.
One more. One more.
So everyone covers a nice bit of distance off this tee shot here. I'm going to be a little further right than I want, but it's going to put me in position to throw another big thumber.
Nice shot.
Tough to tell exactly how close that one was to hitting the basket, but it's going to end up just a little bit past it, and I'll have a putt for the eagle. Nick's second shot is pin high to the right. We'll have to see if he has a putt through those bushes or not. And by bushes, I mean trees. So K-Mac comes up a bit short. He's going to have the longest look at eagle here in the group.
Great putt.
But that is no problem for K-Mac. That is a great putt. We're going to catch a slow-mo replay of this one. He lofts this one way up in the air. One of the most interesting things I find about this is Kevin takes quite a bit of time for his shorter putts, but I noticed when editing this video, he took almost no time before draining that super long putt.
Nice putt.
So great eagle from Kevin, and to match Kevin, I am going to make an eagle myself. Putting with the Zing Snipe here, and it just barely catches right side. So 2 eagles and 2 birdies on hole number 16, and we'll move to hole 17, the short par 3. There is OB on the left side.
Drop.
Oh. And Kevin almost rings it up with a thumber. I'm going to go hyzer over the right side. I think I've pulled it just a bit too much. Nick's the only one that doesn't try to go over these trees that you have to hit that define the first gap, and it's going to cost him. However, he's going to get his second shot forehand through all that, and it will get him close enough to where he'll be able to save par. He has an interesting grip on that forehand he threw. If you ever want to back that up and watch it again, there's actually no finger inside the rim of the disc. He's just kind of pinch gripping it and throwing it in a forehand motion. So Snappy is going to be the only birdie there on hole number 17. And he will take the tee pad on hole 18, the par 5 with OB on the left the entire way. And he's going to throw a backhand and keep it to the right to play safe and avoid the out of bounds. That's a good way to get a birdie. And Kevin's going to play extra safe over there again with the thumber. I'm going to try to take a more aggressive line. I want to get an eagle here. At least give myself a chance.
Thanks.
Some of the other rounds I wasn't as confident as I was this time for taking that line, but I really wanted to make the hole as short as possible, so I took the straightest distance and
Hold it forever.
flirted with a little bit out of bounds and flirted with that tree, but it put me in great position. Speaking of great position, Nick has thrown an excellent turnover backhand shot, and he will be probably pretty close to where I'm at in the middle of the fairway. So Snappy and Kevin play the right side, and neither one of these guys are going to advance past the road on this shot, so they'll have to try and get up and down for birdie from this side of the road. Nick, however, smashes one. He gets over the road. He's going to be a little close to the water on the left side. We'll have to see when we get up there. And my shot is also flirting with that left side, but it is a little bit further. We'll have to look at that one too. So Nick is safe inbounds, and that is his putt for eagle. He should have a short birdie. And Snappy's going to have to lay up for his par. Kevin's got a long birdie putt. Oh, and Kevin comes up just short with a very good run. So I got really lucky here. My mini stuck right up here on the shelf beside the creek in the basket. And I'm going to get the eagle here. Kevin's going to get the par. That's going to do the switcheroo. I'll be one stroke ahead going into the final 9. Kevin will be one behind me. Jimmy Hadley is going to jump up from the second card, shooting 49-49 in rounds 2 and 3. And he'll be in third place going into the final 9. And Snappy Cole will edge out Nick by one shot to make the final 9 here. Thank you guys for watching, and please check back for that final 9 video.